Hey guys, welcome back to Sailing Jibsea. This episode we show you some of the stops we made throughout the northern Exumas. We island hop fairly quickly day to day, so we wanted to show you the places we most enjoyed and thought were pretty cool to check out. I'm Stephanie, and this is Travis. Together we bought a Hunter 42 Passage that we called Jibsea. We sold almost everything that we owned and moved aboard. After living on Jibsea through a Toronto winter, we decided that we had to get down south. Though we've got very little sailing experience, we decided to leave it all behind in our home country Canada to live out our dream in sailing the world. We're so pumped to share this adventure of a lifetime. As you may have already seen last week, we arrived in the northern Exumas in Allen's Key. After a couple of days there with the iguanas, we're off to the next island. The south end of Norman's Key is home to Pablo Escobar's sunken plane that was believed to be used to smuggle narcotics into the USA. Planes would refuel in Norman's Key before continuing to the US, but this plane landed just shy of the runway back in 1980. We stopped at Highbourne Cay quickly to fill up our jerry cans with gas, and we were surprised to see this many nurse sharks hanging out at the marina. We literally dinghied right over them. They hang out here because there's a fish cleaning station right above and they're fed often. Nurse sharks are popular in the Exumas for swimming with as they're quite docile and you're able to pet them.
So we are heading to Warderick, I think. It's part of the National Land and Sea Park. We went to Shroud Cay, which had like some mangroves that were just super cool. Now I'm thinking about it, we didn't have anything to film with, so we didn't film that part, which kind of sucks because it was like really pretty. So I guess you'll just have to go.
Here's what we did capture from Shroud Cay. A beautiful little beach at the end of the mangroves. And there was a short little hike up to Camp Driftwood.
15 to 18 knots of wind, the broad reach today. So the sea state today is a bit rough, but we're moving along.
We made it to Warderick Wells Cay just in time for the sunset. It's home to the Exuma Land and Sea Park Visitor Center. The Sea Park is 176 square miles and was created back in 1958 and is the first land and sea park in the world. It's a no-take zone, meaning that there's no fishing allowed, and the protected area spans from Shroud Cay in the north and Bell Cay to the south. What do you have there this morning?
My Care Bear made me some muffins for breakfast.
Raspberry. We really need to get more flour and sugar.
Oh, we bake every day.
Yeah.
We bake every day.
After breakfast, we hiked up to the top of Boo Boo Hill, which is the highest point on the island. Legend has it that the name Boo Boo Hill comes from it being haunted by those who passed when a missionary ship ran aground on the reef below and sank with its passengers still aboard. Others say it's because the missionaries are buried under the rock cairns at the top of the hill. It's customary for cruisers to leave a piece of driftwood at the top of the hill with their boat name on it as an offering to King Neptune and the sea gods to encourage good sailing and safe passages. Jibsea!
Jibsea! That way, or that way. That way. That way. Go that way. I know, it's super cool. How's the trail?
Okay. They put little markings on the trees and
Markings.
sometimes on the rock edges so that you don't get lost.
Gotta be treasure down here.
The sea park really is quite pretty, so of course we had to do some snorkeling.
Hold on, I'm peeing.
Ew. Did it attract the sharks?
Oh, God. Feel
I can feel it. It's actually a bubble.
I got cankles. I got cankles for days. That's what happens when you pee in your wetsuit. All the pee stays in.
The Sea Aquarium at O'Brien's Cay is a must-see. There's a mooring ball we tied our dinghy to. There were tons of colorful fish that swirl around you as you dive down about 15 feet to the coral below. Nearby the Sea Aquarium was a small plane wreck. Unfortunately, the current was a little too strong when we went to check it out. Just outside of Fowl Cay is rocky Dundas, which consists of 2 caves. They're only accessible by swimming under a partially submerged ledge. Once you're through, you can pick your jaw up from off the seafloor. The colors here are just spectacular. Once we exited the cave, we did a drift snorkel and let the current guide the way. It was a lot more relaxing the second time around. Big Major Cay is also known as the infamous Pig Beach. Depending on who you ask, there are various stories about how the pigs came about to inhabit the island. Some say that sailors left the pigs on the island to save and cook upon their return.
Look at this. You made it to your favorite beach.
And then you may also hear that the pigs are survivors of a shipwreck that managed to swim to shore. Others claim the pigs were moved to the island in the 1990s by the residents of Snorkeling Cay to raise for food.
So cute.
And of course, others suggest that the pigs were placed here solely to attract tourists. We had a great time island hopping in the northern Exumas, and next time on Sailing Jibsea, we'll show you what we got up to while in Snorkeling Cay. We hope you enjoyed these highlights. Thanks for tuning in, and a shout out to our patrons for helping us out as we continue to explore. You guys are awesome!